I'd like to take this opportunity now to welcome everyone to the 20.
Alright, so I'm now with the Cumberland Junior grads, Bantam Protects, Zachary Rodrigue, and Roman Cannell, and assistant coach Matthew Fiender, and we're going to find out a little bit more about them. So first I'm going to talk to Zach. Zach, one of the top scorers in the major Bantam area, and you've lived in the Cumberland area your whole life. What's it like being picked by your local hometown team?
Oh, it feels great to be picked. Local people, be local guys. It feels great, so I don't have to move more. So, yeah.
And also, I'm going to go over to you, Roman. Now, you're teammates with Zach all the time with minor hockey. You ended up being tied for the lead of scoring this year in Major Bantam. Don't you think it's cool that you're going to be going with your teammate to Cumberland to play junior hockey beyond there?
Yeah, it's really cool. I'm really excited to play with him and hopefully the other older guys there, and they can teach me some stuff.
Right. So I'm going to go back to, I'm going to ask you both of you guys this. What do you guys think of the grads organization? Like, what was, like, describe when they first talked to you. What did they say to you? Like, what are you most looking forward to doing with the grads?
Oh, just developing with them, because I think they'll be a huge part of my development to go higher, if I go higher. But yeah, just a huge development.
The same question?
Well, I'm really excited to play. Hometown team, and I used to play at Navan before. So I'll be really excited to go back there, hopefully. And yeah, good development with the older guys.
All right, so a few of the top picks by the Cumberland grads all played games last year. Keenan Reynolds, Nick Mattinen, Nick Lapointe, they all played games last year. Do you think that you'd be able to come in and do a good job next year?
I think I'll be able to. Maybe with the speed. Yeah, just be hard, but I think I can keep up.
And I'll ask you, what are you looking forward to in your minor midget year?
Hopefully improve off last year and do well. We're getting some new guys, hopefully with the boundary change. So we'll see, and hopefully our team does well this year and we improve off last year.
Okay. All right, now final question. Describe a player who you think you play like.
More like a Crosby. Not close to his skill, not even close, but more like playmaker, and I can still snipe. I usually set guys up, but I can still score those big goals.
All right, cool. And Roman, what about you?
Maybe like Daniel Alfredson. He was always my favorite player when he played for the Sens, so yeah.
All right. Well, that's Roman Cannell and Zachary Rodrigue, brand new members of the Cumberland grads. 2014 Bantam Protects. Congratulations to both of you guys.
Thank you.
The Ottawa Junior 67s Bantam Protects are the two-time Eiserman Division champions. Team that I do the broadcast for here on Fast Hockey, and to my left, I guess we'll bring them right in, Nick McHugh and Greg Merlis over here on my right. They're teammates with the Ottawa Junior 67s, and Nick, I guess we'll start with you. 11 goals and 23 assists in 27 games. Do you count playmaking as maybe your strong suit? Or I guess where does playmaking rank among what you think your strengths are?
It's definitely one of my biggest strengths. I try to model my game around playmaking, so that's definitely what I'm aiming for.
Yeah, winger or centerman?
I'm winger, and yeah.
Yeah, and did you guys play on a line together back with the Junior 67s?
Nope.
No, that's too bad. Well, you'll get a chance through the...
All right, we're now with the brand new members of the Brockville Braves, Declan Hilton and Oliver Castleman. You guys were teammates this year with the Major Bantam AAA Junior 67s. What's it going to be like playing with your teammate through junior?
It's going to be good chemistry. Be passing the puck a lot to him, setting each other up. Get along well with each other on and off the ice.
So Brockville has always been a strong organization. What was the honor like being picked by them in the Protects?
It was a great opportunity to move on in my hockey career and hopefully make it, and then we can move on further to the playoffs.
Neither of you guys are really from the Brockville area, so do you think it'll be cool to sort of get out and get into the smaller town and see what hockey's like with that kind of atmosphere?
Yeah, I get to meet new people, get to meet a new town, look around there. I'm sure there's friendly people around that area, so I'm sure there's also friendly teammates too. And yeah.
Same question, like smaller towns have a huge fan base, so it's got to be exciting to play in one of those, eh?
Yeah, it's great with a lot of fans come out to watch every Friday night, and yeah.
So I asked this question. I'm going to ask this question to everyone I see today. Who is a player that you think you play like?
I think I kind of play like Crosby, you know, not as good as him, but I score some goals sometimes and also set some people up. Work hard. That's mostly it.
And yourself?
I'd say probably Claude Giroux. He's kind of a team player, and he likes to score.
Well, that is Declan Hilton and Oliver Castleman, brand new members of the Brockville Braves. Congratulations, both of you guys.
Yep. All right, the Smiths Falls Bears, Bantam Prospects are next here at the 2014 CCHL Draft on Fast Hockey. To my left, we have Eric Sutherland, and to my right, it's Connor Senkin. And Connor, I don't know if you looked at the birthdays for you. The youngest Bantam Prospect. You got a Halloween birthday, if I'm not mistaken. So you may be a little bit used to playing against some older guys, but eventually you're going to catch up. But what would you say you could potentially bring to the Smiths Falls Bears in the future?
Well, I think I'm an offensive defenseman. Well, I am an offensive defenseman. I really like to use my speed and vision to create offense in the offensive zone, but I pride my game in the fact that when needed, I can shut it down in the defensive zone.
Yeah, so you like to be able to think that you can play a 200-foot game, if we can use the cliche?
Yeah, definitely.
And Eric, what about you? What do you think you might be able to bring to, you know, whatever teams you end up on? You're wearing the Bears jersey right now, but, you know, what do you think you can bring as you develop as a hockey player?
Well, I think I can bring a little bit of offense to the team, but mostly it's my puck moving and my play in the defensive zone. That's what I get recognized for.
So did you guys play against each other in the league before? Now you're going to be Bears. You're probably going to play against each other a little bit more, but now you've got a little, maybe a good reason not to, you know, go too hard on them.
Well, you know, for the next year, it's all about my Titans, and you know, hoping we can get some revenge. We didn't even get to meet them in the playoffs last year, knocked out early, but you know, hopefully we'll see them next year come March.
Yep. All right, Connor. Just one more question to you. What did you make of the Bears' playoff run? I know you were there for what would that have been, Game 4 when we got you on Coach Ago. But how did that make you feel, knowing that the team had just protected you and they were one that was able to go so deep?
Well, obviously it was a great run on their part, and just to know that I'm being protected to a team with such a winning history, and when we went there, the fans were amazing. We got to go in the locker room. It was one of the highest class locker rooms I've ever seen, so it's a real honor to be protected by them.
All right, that's Connor Senkin and Eric Sutherland, Bantam Prospects of the Smiths Falls Bears. Okay, next, Gloucester. Awesome. All right. I am to turn this mic off. Or no, leave it on. Leave it on. Yep.
I'll start with you and then move this way. It's okay, your first question's easy. And welcome back here with the Gloucester Rangers Bantam Prospects now, 3 of them, as we join out by Jacob Paquette, Darcy Walsh, and Eric Ross. So we'll start with you, Jacob, and what does it mean to you here to be picked by the Gloucester Rangers?
It's it's a big honor getting draft protected by the Gloucester Rangers.
Yeah.
You know, it's you know, all this effort I put into is finally paid off, and it's great.
Dawson and Darcy, obviously you played with the Gloucester Rangers through your minor hockey career, so it's got to be special to get picked by them today.
Yeah, it's great. Close to home. I played with them, like you said, my whole life, and always looked up to the junior A players when I was getting onto the ice.
Mm-hmm. And how about you, Eric? What does it mean to you to be picked here today by the Rangers?
Well, it's a great experience. You know, there's a lot of great guys that got picked up by them, so they're a couple of years going to be a great team, you know. So.
Yeah, for sure. And just touching now on your last season obviously all of you guys teammates for the Junior 67. So how did you, Jacob, enjoy your last season, which was pretty successful?
That was great, actually. We won the season playoffs, went to provincial in Stratford. We got bronze, which is a big accomplishment.
For sure, yeah.
And yeah.
And Darcy, you were up there in league scoring as well, so obviously you had a pretty successful season.
Yeah, it was great. The guys I was playing with are really nice guys. Obviously very successful, winning the playoffs and finishing bronze at provincials. Only the second Ottawa team to do so, I think. So it was a great year.
Yeah, for sure. And Eric, you not only had a great season in Major Bantam, but you also had a chance to get called up by the minor midget squad and play in the OHL Cup. So what was that experience like?
Well, it was a great experience. Like a lot of them went really high, like in the OHL Cup. They went to the draft, went really high. So it's a really good experience playing against like top elite players.
All right, and that'll do it for the Gloucester Rangers Bantam Protex, pardon me. Once again, congratulations to all of you, and best of luck in the upcoming season. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
See you around.
Next selection, the Canada Lasers.
I will do it. All right. Okay. All right. So wait, Roddy and Connor. Okay, sweet. I don't recognize you guys that you're. I'm David Reynolds, once again with the Cornwall Colts Bantam Protected picks. We have Roddy Sandilands to my right and your left, and on my left we have Connor McCormick. And so both you guys were opponents during the regular season. What's it going to be like being on the same team now?
Oh, it's going to be really good. I'm really looking forward to next season. I've known Connor for a long time now, and we're pretty good buddies, so it'll be fun to play with each other again.
So usually during the season, you got to go after your buddy a little bit, give him a bit of a hard time. Now that he's on the ice with you, what's going to happen?
It's going to be a big change. I played with him a couple of years ago in Seaway, but I don't know. It's going to be a lot better playing with him than against him.
So I'm going to ask both of you guys this. What's it like being picked by Cornwall, who's been a pretty prestigious organization and a very successful organization since their inception?
Oh, it's been awesome. That was my goal for this year, kind of thing. I was hoping to, but I feel great. It's an awesome feeling, and yeah, it's good.
They're a good organization, so it feels good. That's been my goal ever since I started, and I don't know. I guess it just feels good. All the work's paying off. So.
All right, now one thing special about Cornwall next season, which your season will be done by then. So, as protected players, it's possible for you guys to be called up. Now, Cornwall's hosting the Fred Page Cup. What would it be like to be a participant in that tournament?
Oh, it would be unreal kind of thing. It'd be really fun, and I hope it happens because it would be good.
It'd be a really good experience just playing as a 16-year-old. I don't know. It'd be good to just get some ice in junior A anytime.
All right, now just one last quick question to each of you. Name a player who you think you play like.
I think I play a bit like Jared Cowan from the Ottawa Senators, who likes to take the body but can also be pretty offensive sometimes. So.
And yourself, Connor?
Milan Lucic. He's a big power forward. Play both ends of the ice.
All right, well, thank you guys, and congratulations on being picked to the Cornwall Colts. Roddy Sandilands and Connor McCormick. Congratulations, boys.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks.
Back here with the Canada Lasers Bantam Pro Techs, Ryan Horvath and Taylor Carlson. So we're going to start with you, Ryan, and obviously you had a pretty successful season coming in, protected by the Lasers. What does it mean to you to go to the Canada Lasers?
Well, it's definitely a big honor to be recognized as one of the better players in our league.
Yeah.
It's going to be really convenient for me to be able to play close to home. And, just growing up and training where I've trained, I've been around a lot of junior players. So it's just really exciting to be on my way to becoming one.
Yeah, for sure. And you as well. It's got to be exciting for you, Taylor, as well, to finally move up into the junior ranks yourself.
Yeah, it was pretty exciting when I found out, and was pretty proud and just really honored to be protected by Canada, because it's so close, and it's just a great convenience.
Yeah, for sure, and both of you obviously playing in the Canada area, moving up through your minor hockey careers, so it's got to be exciting to go to a local team like that.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's going to be great. Like, we're Titans, we're used to the long drives to Beachburg and to Pembroke, so a nice 15-minute drive. It's going to be refreshing.
Yeah, absolutely, and you're logging a lot of minutes in the car, obviously, as a junior hockey player, so it's going to be a big commitment, and you've got to be excited for that, both of you. So I'll just throw it back over to you, Taylor, and obviously, how do you see yourself play hockey? Is there any kind of NHL players that you model your game off of?
I guess Drew Doughty, in a way, but obviously not as skilled, but
well, maybe one day.
Hopefully one day. But really just that's one guy that I look up to when I'm watching NHL, and really one day hopefully just go as high as I can.
Yeah, for sure. And how about you, Ryan? Are there any NHL players that you tend to model yourself off of?
Yeah, definitely. I'd say Patrick Kane. Just because, we play the same way. We're both really kind of vision and puck-oriented players.
Yeah.
So, I just try to play like him, maybe with a little more competitive edge, I guess. But yeah, for sure, that's the guy I would pick.
Yeah, less partying and more hockey.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're going to wrap this segment up, and the Canada Lasers Bantam Pro Techs, we congratulate them once again and wish them the best in the upcoming season.
Thank you.
We're good. Phil 73's Bantam Pro Techs, Liam Dennison and Cameron Bisson. So guys, first of all, Liam, congratulations on being selected for the Campbell 73s. It's got to be exciting for you.
Yeah, it's a great feeling overall. It was a tough year for me, and the feeling's just absolutely unbelievable right now.
Yeah, and how about you, Cameron? It's got to be exciting for you to get drafted by this hockey club.
Yeah, it's an honor to just be able to play higher level hockey and get to play with older players and learn from them, and yeah,
for sure. And we'll go back to you, Liam. And what are some of the goals that you have for yourself in this upcoming season?
Hopefully to grow a little bit like this guy, but just work on my game, just get faster, bigger, faster, stronger. That's always the goal. And just work on the technical little things like speed, like hands and all that stuff. Just working on improving and getting ready for a big season in 2 years, hopefully to play with them.
All right, and Cameron, obviously you have the size part in check, but what else do you want to improve in your hockey game coming in this upcoming season?
I'd like to practice just handling the puck in general and making plays and just overall just all the basics. Just practice on all the basics and then from there just play hockey.
For sure, and we congratulate both these guys, the Kempville 73s Bantam Protex, and best of luck to both of you in the upcoming season.
Thank you.
Ottawa selects from the Ottawa Valley Titans.
The Hawkesbury Hawks, Bantam Protex, Ryan Wells and Matt Frosch. So we'll start with you, Ryan, and it's got to be thrilling for you to be picked here by the Hawkesbury Hawks, a small town team, probably going to play in front of quite a few fans in the upcoming seasons.
Yeah, it's a big honor to be drafted here in the Hawkesbury Hawks. It's close to my town, and I'm proud and very excited to play with the Hawks.
Yeah, for sure, and obviously, Matt, it's got to be pretty exciting for you as well, going as a protect to the Hawkesbury Hawks.
Oh yeah, well they got a really deep history with hockey, you know, having Martin St. Louis as an alum, so you know, when you get drafted by them, you always try to be, you know, the next Martin St. Louis, and just try. And it's also nice because you know that they want to invest 4 years in you, so it's nice to know that there's a team that wants me for 4 years.
Yeah, for sure, and that's one of the big things with Junior A hockey is the 4-year commitment that all the players get. Back to you, Ryan. Now, obviously, next season is your minor midget year. So, what do you want to focus on to become a better player as a minor midget?
I'll say be more physical, use my strength on the ice, and play like I can, and everything's going to be great, and yeah.
And Matt, obviously with you, your dad, Mark, is with the Cumberland Grads, and you were selected by the Hawkesbury Hawks, so how's that going to work? Is there any kind of rivalry there now?
Well, you know, it's going to be tough because if I ever play against him and he wins, then he's got the bragging rights until the next time we play. But he's never going to hear the end of it if I ever score against him, he's never going to hear the end of it how he didn't take me. So he's that hanging over his head. So
yeah, for sure, and yeah, maybe he'll want to trade for you just so that he never has to deal with that.
You know, anything can happen, but.
And we congratulate both of you guys on your selection, and we'll let you go back to your tables. Congratulations to both of you.
Thank you.
And we're off.
Fine.
Start. Pardon? I guess I'll just go 1, 2, 3.
We go 1, 2, 3.
All right, Pembroke Lumber Kings, Bantam Protex. We got 3 of them, which is different from 10 of the other 11 teams. To my left, it's Liam Hall. He's a center from Arnfire. Then to my first right here, Chris Lalonde. And finally on the far side, Wade Brennan. Liam, we're going to start with you. 29 assists in 29 games played to lead the league in that front. So what were you able to do this last season that made you so successful on the playmaking front? And of course, what were your teammates able to do to help you out to be the assist leader in the league?
Well, we had a great team, great line mates, I guess. We just moved the puck really well and found the back of the net as much as we could, I guess.
Do you think that's a skill that you can continue on to the CCHL and the upper levels? Still keep trying to be a good passer such as that?
Yeah, that's what I like to try to do, make a play.
All right, Chris Lalonde now. last year 17 goals and 13 assists in 30 games played, but the year before that you had more assists than you had goals. So that seems to suggest that you can play your game a couple different ways.
Yeah, I like to think that I have many different styles. Very offensive awareness with the scoring touch, as Pembroke likes to say. But I like to pass the puck as well as make the play and score the goals.
Finally, Wade, your build is a defense-first guy, so I want to know, can you shut these other guys down one-on-one?
Yes, of course. All you gotta do is watch the chest.
All right, well, don't give away all your secrets. So once again, it's Liam Hall, Chris Lalonde, and Wade Brennan, the Bantam Protects from the Pembroke Lumber Kings.
I'm David Reynolds once again with the Carleton Place Canadians Protects. Cole Fraser and Logan Buchanan, both teammates of the Ottawa Valley Titans of the Major Bantam age group. So what's it going to be like playing with your teammate for the Carleton Place Canadians in the future?
Well, it's going to be pretty cool. We know each other. We've always played together when we were younger, so it's going to be pretty good playing with them all through.
And yourself, Cole?
I grew up watching them as I think I was 8 when they were junior B, and they're still even now they're in the junior A, and it's pretty surreal being able to one day maybe play for them.
Yeah, so they're a pretty successful team. By this time tomorrow, they're going to be on the ice competing in the Fred Page Cup. Tell me about the honor that it is to be protected by a team of that quality.
Well, it's a pretty big honor, just knowing that you're good enough to be protected by that team out of all the kids in the league, and just knowing that you're up there with all those kids that are also very good and very skilled. So it's pretty good.
Yeah, same question, Cole. What's it like being protected by a team that's such a prestigious and quality organization?
It's pretty awesome. Like, they're a great team. I went and watched all their playoff games. They play as a team. They got the chemistry, and being able to one day play for them, it's as a team with that caliber, it's amazing.
So as Major Bantam players, I know that all the moms are big fans of you guys, but you guys have probably never been in front of a massive fan base as awesome as the Carleton Place Canadians. What's it going to be like playing in that barn?
Wow, packed every game, so not a big barn, but they pack the people in, and it's going to be pretty cool. Like, it's just all the people there, and we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, you yourself, you were once one of those fans. Now you get to be on the ice as those fans cheer you on. That's got to be a cool experience for you.
I mean, it's surreal. It's awesome. It's great. I wish I could play with them now.
Now, final question. Just name a player and just a quick summary of why you play like a certain player. Who would you play like?
I'd say Bo Horvat from the OHL London Knights. I just think I'm physical like him. I can score, I can pass, and I just feel I play a really similar game to him.
All right, yourself, Cole?
Shea Weber, because he's physical, he's got a boomer of a shot, and I think I can relate to him in a big way.
As Cole Fraser, Logan Buchanan, Ottawa Valley Titans, and now members of the Carleton Place Canadians Bantam Protects. Congratulations, boys.
Ryan's birthday was Friday, right?
Yeah, Friday.
Friday, yeah.
Friday.
You ready? Oh, really? Wow, I'm with the Nepean Raiders, and I just finding out we got a couple of birthday boys on either side of me. We got Ryan O'Connell and Ethan Rendell Watson, and both have had birthdays within the last week, so this is a nice way to finish off the week. Ryan is... I got the crossover. You Ryan?
Yeah.
Okay, Ryan, sorry about that. 3 goals and 22 assists from the back end. So what's your strategy sort of when you're breaking out of your own zone?
You really want to headman the puck, take some rushes if you can, but mostly just headman the puck and jump in the play when you can.
So, do you think you're able to generate offense, both from the breakout, getting your assist that way, but I hadn't seen you play. Do you get a lot on the power play? Do you get a lot in the offensive zone as well?
Yeah, I mostly get my points in the power play, setting up guys and getting points, and passes, assists.
Okay. Ethan Rendell Watson on the other side. You got a pretty high goal total, a nice assist total, and a high penalty minute total. So you try to get your name on the score sheet as much as possible, it looks like.
Yeah, I try my best to get on there. Try to work hard every game. Just score as many goals as I can and help my teammates score. And
Notice you got a shorthanded goal, at least one shorthanded goal on your record as well. So is the penalty kill one of the parts of your game that you think you're going to be able to carry on to the next couple levels?
Yeah, penalty kill is one of the parts of my game that I try to work hard at. Just getting the puck out of the zone and trying to defend the net from the other team, and
All right, Nepean Raiders Pro Texas, Ethan Rendell Watson and Ryan O'Connell. I can't say the newest members of the Nepean Raiders anymore because they just got more added tonight, but the new Bantam Pro Tex for Nepean. Great.
Canada selects from the Ottawa Valley Silver 7 Minor Midget AA, Johnny Pickering. Next selection, the Canada Lasers.
And all three of us are back here again. Andrew Foote, Dave Reynolds, Mike Nellis here on the CCHL live stream broadcast from the draft, which has kept going. The stands behind us are thinning out because more and more picks are on the board. We're just at the beginning of round 4. I can see here you can get the full list of drafted players on the league website, and we are going to carry on all the way through to round number 10. So we're not going to stick with you throughout this one. We'll take you back up to round 1, though, the round that we did cover. Number 1 pick from the Cumberland Grads, defenseman Travis Stevenson. Gloucester had 4 picks come through in the first round. They took 2 forwards and 2 goalies in the Hawkesbury Hawks, who started with the number 1 pick, moved on down to 10th and 11th, took a left winger and a netminder. We've met all the Bantam Pro Techs. We've seen the future of the CCHL, the future of the OHL, NCAA, and a couple of future NHLers perhaps on display tonight, Dave.
Very possibly. There are some high-end guys picked, such as Greg Morales and Zachary Rodrigue. They are both players with such a massive ceiling. And as for guys that are going to dominate in this league, I think Ryan Wells is going to be one of the most complete and dominant CCHL players to maybe ever play in this league.
And Mike, I guess we'll ask if there's any teams that, had a big weakness or a big need that they may have been able to identify here tonight in the draft. Again, this is all projecting. This is talking about development over 1, 2, 3 years. This is talking about growth physically, talking about growth mentally, growth hockey sense-wise. But this is the place where the seeds are sowed for potential championships.
Yeah, for sure. And I think I'm going to go in terms of teams that really did a good job of filling their needs outside of the playoffs from last year. Hawkesbury and Cumberland, I think, did a very good job, especially Cumberland, because they did a good job, I thought, when it came to playing outside of their own zone. In the offensive zone, they were good. They had solid goaltending. They really improved on the defensive side, though, gaining Stevenson. And then you look at the Hawkesbury Hawks. They picked up Laidlaw. They picked up Wells, I believe. There's quite a few guys that go into the Hawkesbury Hawks that we have really profiled as being impact players. So despite trading away their first overall pick, they have really delivered here in this draft, I think, and it's going to be a good future for them if these players can develop the way that they're slated to.
In the blue pin right now, David, the Carleton Place Canadians, we got to meet some of their Bantam Protects. They got a pick in the first round as well. They're the only team here who's technically not in the off-season because they're going on to the Fred Page Cup tomorrow. Their practice slated for, I think, 5 o'clock tomorrow in St. Jerome, Quebec, which is about a 2.5 hour drive. They're going against St. Jerome and Granby from the Quebec League, as well as Truro from the Maritime Junior Hockey League. I guess I'll throw both of you, as we still have some hockey going on, what you may make of the Carleton Place Canadians' chances going ahead in the Fred Page.
Well, I think when you have a player at the quality of a guy like Sturts, you have a chance in pretty much any game you play. The man scored 105 goals this season. I mean, it's not 105 goals. He had 105 points this season, which is just absolutely outstanding.
105 goals would be good too, though.
Yeah, it's above average. But yeah, no. When you have a player like that that can just dominate opposing defenses, you have a chance in every game you're ever going to play in.
Yeah, and you know, Dave hit it right on the head there. They've got a potent offense. Evan Peterson, Andy Sturts. That kind of, you know, that kind of 1-2 punch that they have is second to none in a lot of places, and I think you're not going to find many teams that can challenge them. I do like Truro a lot, though, and they've got a very solid goaltender in Chris Festorini, who came down from the Niagara Ice Dogs of the OHL. He's now playing in the Maritime Hockey League. There's a lot of former OHLers in the Maritime Hockey League. They did a pretty good job rolling through that league. So I think that if you're looking at competition for the Carleton Place Canadians, you can look to the Maritimes and the Truro Bearcats.
All right, we're going to wrap here just in 1 second. Guys, quick Twitter handle plug.
At Real D Reynolds.
At 96 Nellis.
And at A-Foot CCHL, foot with an E on it. You've been watching the 2014 CCHL draft and meeting some of the Bantam Protects here on the CCHL website, perhaps on the Facebook page, perhaps on fasthockey.com. We're going to continue to watch the Carleton Place Canadians as they move ahead into the Fred Page and potentially the RBC Cup. So we may still have as much as 3 weeks of hockey left, but the future of the CCHL was partially laid out before us tonight. Still a lot of work to do in the off-season, a lot of recruiting, a lot of hitting the road, a lot of calls, visits, and scouting to happen. This is a big milestone in the CCHL's off-season, and we'll just have to get to see where this night leaves teams 2, 3, 4 years down the road. So for our crew here, for all of the volunteers who have helped put this draft together, for David, for Mike, my name's Andrew. Thanks very much for watching the live stream of the 2014 Central Canadian Hockey League Draft.